wanting to go organic and wanting to be more like eco-conscious, and so it's gotten to the point where it might be my birth control that's making me act like this, or some sort of flux in my, I don't know, whatever, with my hormones or something, that I've been feeling really anxious, like really, really bad anxiety and compulsiveness towards these ideas that I've been having. And I talked to Janice a little bit about it, and I just want to know if I'm crazy or not. Like, are the things that I'm thinking about compulsive and obsessive and like crazy, or is everybody who's around me wrong? Because I talked to Janice a little bit about it, like how I wanted to, you know, to stop driving my car, and how I feel guilty when I take a shower, and like I panic when I flush the toilet, and like stuff that I don't want to do anymore, things that I want to change about my livelihood that I think would be a huge benefit to the earth, because that's what I want to happen. And people think that I'm crazy because of the things that I want to be in. So anyways, we got into this huge argument. I was with Janice and Spencer and Janice's boyfriend Zane, and I don't know, I've been talking about, you know, how, you know, stupid people will die off, and people who can't survive will die off, and everybody's gonna die who can't survive, and I'm okay with that. I'm not sad. Post-economy, post-government, fictional society that I've invented, in that idea, she wouldn't have, you know, they were trying to make me feel guilty about the ideas that I want instilled in this new culture. And it made me mad. And then I tried to talk to them about different rules and different ideas of this culture, and they're laughing at me. Like, they're totally calling me crazy and making me feel like I'm an idiot or childish or immature or something. And they're like talking down to me about how unrealistic it is and how ludicrous it is that human beings could possibly be self-sufficient and grow their own crops and grow enough food to live off of and like reproduce on the, like, it made me so angry I wanted to cry. Like, I had to stop. I just looked out the window and I got so upset that they're just shooting down every thought in my head that I had. And it wasn't, you know, it wasn't harmful to anybody to have those thoughts. What is so wrong about fantasizing of a world with, you know, a world without highways and buildings and corporations and, you know, taxes and bullshit? Like, why can't it just be like, I don't know, hammocks and palm trees and, you know, tribal chantings and songs and music and, you know, friends and company and, you know, farming and, you know, arts and crafts? You know, why is that so ludicrous to everybody? Why, to the point where they get almost angry that I'm threatening their lifestyle? So I'm about to cry because I'm so upset. I'm just, whatever, I don't want to talk about it. And I've raised my voice and I've gotten angry, and I didn't want to get angry because I don't want to be angry about something like that. And they made me feel angry. I don't want to be angry, you know? Like, all of their topics were about, you know, how, like, we need to be medicated and how some people need, you know, allergy pills and pharmaceuticals and antidepressants and blah, 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 and Advil and Aleve, and it's just like, we don't need that shit. I don't want that shit. I'm on birth control right now. I don't want that shit in my body anymore. I don't care. I don't want it. And like, people think I'm crazy because of that. Like, they've gotten so used to people need to have drugs in their body, or how people need to have, oh, Zane tried to argue with me about how, like, organic food is bad for you or something. I don't know what he was trying to say. It was totally ridiculous. I'm like, what are you talking about? How is growing my food gonna hurt me? And he's like, well, you can't grow enough food to feed yourself. I'm like, how the fuck do you figure? And he's like, do you know how hard it is to, like, upkeep crops and blah, blah, blah? I'm like, there's not gonna be anything else to do. And I'm like, why would you even argue with me on that? Like, why? Why? Why do they have to think that it's so impossible? Why do they have to think that it can't happen? That kind of mindset is what's fucking everything up and destroying everything. And it fucking pisses me off because these are my closest friends. And I look out the window and I see fields being torn down and trees being mowed over and condos going up and houses. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. It makes me want to cry. And I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be mad. I just want people to maybe try to consider an alternative to this. Because this is bullshit. And nobody does. Some people do. That's the thing. People do. People think like I think. And I'm trying so hard to believe that I'm not crazy. And, like, I need to be around those people. I need to be around those people. So, maybe I need to go somewhere. Go out to, like, a countryside. Go to some rural area and just be different. Be a different person. Not care about, you know, fashion. And I'm such a hypocrite too, though, because I shop, I like clothes, blah, 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 but I don't need it. I don't need my laptop, I don't need this camera, I don't need this fucking car that I hate. I hate this fucking car. Every time I drive my car, I get angry at myself. I shouldn't feel guilty about taking a shower, so that's kind of weird. But am I being obsessive? Am I being obsessive about the things that I care about? About running the air, why people run the air conditioning, I don't, that probably makes you the angriest. I do not like it when people run the air conditioning or leave lights on. Totally unnecessary. I know we live in Florida and it's hot, but get over it. Get a fan or something, I don't know. So, that was what made me angriest about this whole trip. That was the pinnacle of the ridiculous arguments that I've had. This entire weekend was nothing but a huge argument. Big thing was an argument. We argued about race. We argued about, like, medicine. We argued about soap. We argued about every single word that came out of my mouth. Argument. Every commercial that came on the TV. Argument. Oh, so frustrating. I was so pissed off all weekend. And I've been waiting 2 weeks. And, like, I couldn't wait. I was so excited and happy and blah, blah, blah. And then I was, like, miserable the whole time I was there. And I went to American Apparel and I got another organic t-shirt and it made me happy. I need to spend money on clothes. But it did make me feel better. I found a cute sandwich shop. And all the people that were in there were really nice, so that made me feel better.